Drastic magic or prank magic? Oh! Prepare the drink normally, prepare the drink with magic. Well, of course I'm going to prepare it with magic. Hello, everyone, especially my 53 subscribers. Today I'm back with a pinch of magic. This is a visual novel, if you recall from last time. We just arrived to our seaside time. We just arrived to our seaside town of Linsdale. I think that was what it was called. We were invited by our grandmother. We were invited there by our grandmother. And as soon as we got there, we realized that she abandoned her little tea, coffee, magic shop. Or it's a tea and coffee shop, a cafe, wow. Patrick, come on. She abandoned her cafe to go hang out with some witches because she, much like us, is also a witch. Yes. We bumped into a girl. We're about to open the cafe for the evening. We were just on the beach reminiscing about our mermaid friend Kai, and that pretty much sums up last episode. If you missed it, go check it out. Yes, hopefully this time we'll start making some choices. So, let's play. Large leaping strides bring me back to the cusp of the hill in record time. With the afternoon sky already fading into an orange glow, evening is practically here. It's funny, if I let slip that Baba's irresponsibleness is what put me into this mess in the first place, rushing about serving special blends, putting smiles on customers' faces, it was difficult at first maybe, but I grew to love it. Positive vibes, Patrick. Maybe this will be a good summer after all. Side note, I was a barista before, and honestly, probably one of my, favorite jobs. With renewed energy, I begin to mentally roll up my sleeves. But just as I round the corner, an unpleasant sight makes my newly buoyed mind sink faster than a stone anchor. What the? Directly outside the cafe, pulled unceremoniously up onto the curb, is a garish red sports car. It's brand new and clearly far too expensive to belong to any resident in Linsdale. Are you serious? What sort of self-centered idiot parks their car square in front of a shop entrance? Already ticked off, I watch as an elderly man with a cane struggled to shift through the gap in the pavement, grasping at the cafe wall for support. He gets his revenge as he passes by, though flipping the bird at the car's tinted windows as he goes. You go, old man! If I had any doubt that this gaudy ride would spell trouble, they're blown away as soon as the driver steps outside. A tall, blonde fop in sunglasses and a jean jacket slams the door behind himself, yawning loudly. I'm about to storm up and give him a piece of my mind when he pulls out his phone, the latest model it looks like, and begins snapping up landscape shots of the cafe. Ahem! May I help you? Sliding his free hand casually into his back pocket, he turns to flash me a smile. It's not so cute. Blonde fop. Are you the owner? I square up my shoulders as much as humanly possible, arms folded crossly. Yes, I am. Name's Patrick, and I don't appreciate you blocking the door my customers use. Customers? He cockily raises his eyebrow and looks around at the now very empty street. He pulls down his sunglasses once or twice in a mocking motion. Well, how's about that? I guess my prescription's wrong because I don't see a single soul sniffing around. Looks like what you have here is a bona fide dead spot. Dead spot? You better not be insulting my cafe. Not an insult per se. As it so happens, this is exactly the sort of place I'm looking for. With a twinkle in his eye, he straightens up and spins his phone into both hands. His whole demeanor changes as he begins typing on the screen with lightning speed. So what's your specialty here? Cafe Cabano? Chinese teas? Matcha? You do serve something other than salty tap water, I assume. Sure, there's a bottle of rancid milk in the fridge with your name on it. Yes, all of those things. We aren't some backwater cafe that only serves standard drip swill. We? So you run this place with someone else? My grandmother. She's not here right now. Uh-huh. And what's this place called? Are you freaking kidding me? Look at the damn sign, poster boy. Cafe Curiosities. Right. Bravo. No, really, it's inspired. A little desperate and only slightly nauseating. He stands up straight and takes one more large, gulping glance at the cafe's facade. Then he flips his phone and snaps a headshot of my startled face. It's a perfect blend of material for my blog, that is. Your blog? He gives me a look that's equal parts smug and pity. It's perhaps the most punchable expression I've ever seen. You have no idea who I am, do you? No? Wait. Now that I get a really good look at him, he actually does look somewhat familiar. Here, a souvenir. Don't bend it now. It's premium embossed. With a wink, he slips a business card into my hand. Fancy, gold script spells, cuisine blogger, and the name Mikhail. Guess I'll use it when I run out of toilet paper. I snap the card from his finger, making sure to look thoroughly unimpressed as I do. His smarmy veneer cracks just a little at that. Charmed, I'm sure. Now then, let's hope your cafe wildly lives up to my expectations, shall we? I can feel my blood boiling. The way that smirk plays at the edge of his mouth, it's perfectly obvious what his expectations are. I can tell already that he's gonna be one of the options for me to like have a romantic connection with. And it's gonna be one of those like, we hate each other, but it creates like this passion thing. Though I still can't place his face, I've read about bloggers just like him. Vindictive types, traipsing around the corner, targeting coffee shops with small customer bases, searching for the worst of the worst for their scathing reviews, like sharks feasting on krill. I suppose when you're the scum of the surface of the industry, it doesn't matter if you destroy businesses wherever you go, as long as those clicks keep coming. Well, he's not going to drag Baba's Cafe through the mud on my watch. So, here I am in the flesh, your only paying customer and all that. I drove 2 hours from the city to find this place. Aren't you going to let me in? I stride up to the door and start to unlock it, but that boiling blood is starting to boil over. I'm in no mood to play nice. In fact, just for the audacity of coming here and trying to mess with a witch's business, I'm perfectly happy to play just a little dirty. With the help of some magic. Slipping my hand inconspicuously behind my back, I start to weave a spell in the air. I step towards him all the while, a sweet smile plastered on my face. Sure, I don't have a problem with that. You're welcome to try my coffee. Quickest way to get you off my property. But you might not want to step inside just yet because drastic magic or prank magic. Oh, prank. We always got a prank. You left the handbrake off your car. What? He spins about just in time to see his shiny red ride slowly slipping back down the hill on loosened wheels. Bianca! Bianca, come back! Mikhail bolts immediately, tripping over himself down the uneven, cobbled street in pursuit. That's perfect, because that honestly would probably be something that I would do. It's like, I need to get that monstrosity off of my property, and I'm not too thrilled about serving you right now, so go chase your monstrosity. 2 birds, 1 stone. The car's moving so slowly, he'll manage. It's fine, right? And down goes Mikhail like a sack of spuds. His face acquaints itself with the pavement with a colossal clap. Uh-oh. The car too reaches a steep incline and starts to speed up. Nobody is going to catch it on foot now. I stretch out my arms, frantically inking a new magic circle in the airspace around me. But I'm unable to cast the reverse magic in time, and the car careens into a lamppost. After a few teetering seconds, said lamppost tips forward, but thankfully stops just sort of smashing into the roof. Oh no, I feel terrible. Mikhail rushes in forward and falls onto the car in misery like a man whose soul's been crushed. Honestly, it kind of serves you right though, dude. Bianca, my darling, no! My godfather's going to kill me. With timing so impeccable, I'm almost convinced I'd somehow cast a second spell. Mikhail's phone explosively starts to ring. Upon seeing the caller ID, the blood drains from his face. Father, it's good to hear from you. No, I'm fine. You're back from Hawaii. Yeah, of course I can. But, Father, about the car you bought me? Well, see, it's a funny story. Having completely forgotten me, Mikhail woefully shuffles away out of earshot to take the phone call. That wasn't my fault, right? Nah, accident, Patrick. Not vandalism, just an accident. And so, mostly smug, yet just ever so slightly regretting my influence on this turn of events, I take the opportunity to back away through the cafe doors, swinging the sign to open along the way. Sorry, dude, don't be a dick. The minutes and then tens of minutes painfully tick by, not a single potential customer steps inside, or even a hazardous peek through the window. I start by leaning over the counter, head in palms, alternating between watching the clock hands and the bell above the door. But I quickly get bored and my twitchy hands tap the counter, searching for something to do. Mikhail's business card's nearby, exactly where I'd thrown it earlier, so I retrieve it and twirl it around absent-mindedly. I mean, honestly, if we invite him back and give him some tea, maybe we can get some business. Let's find out how famous this guy really is. Whoa, seriously? A quick phone search pulls up hundreds of results. Blog post with hits into the tens of thousands, sponsorship ties to the prominent, worldwide cafe chain Moonbucks, a hefty follower base on social media, and even a narcissistic modeling portfolio of monochrome, shirtless photographs. Gah, and what's with these pictures? He's dripping wet in half of them. Did someone hose him down or something? Now more irked than ever, I check my phone aside and go back to watching the clock. All this inactivity is doing nothing except stiffening my muscles and making me anxious. 30 minutes and not a whiff of anyone. Not even one of the regulars. This can't be right. I recall my previous summers here when there were always non-magic and witch folk around, mingling, joking, and shooting friendly banter back and forth with Baba. Back then, her cafe never seemed wanting for patrons. Sure, it's unlikely that there'd be a lot of witch folk making the trip right now. No doubt they're all up in the mountaintops with Baba, picking mugwort and betting on drunken duels. But for there to be no non-magics around either? It's far too late now to be trying to pluck customers off the street. But if I root around, there may be something of use laying around somewhere. So, determined to be proactive in some capacity, I trawl through some of the lower kitchen cupboards, hoping to find something to use to attract new customers in the morning. Sensing activity, Hannibal slinks into the kitchen and curls around my leg. With a pointed meow, she leads me to a hatch under the rug on the floor, below one of the open cupboards. Nice, good job, Hannibal. She purrs silkily and continues to circle around as I rummage through the contents of the hatch box. There isn't much of use, but I do stumble on an old signboard of advertising. An old signboard for advertising, with some pastel chalk sticks. This is perfect. If I spruce it up a little, it'll do for a mini menu at the end of the street. Hannibal pokes her little head beneath my arm, demanding scratches for her hard work. I'm so distracted I fail to hear the bell chiming at the door. Good girl. Who's gonna get some fishy wishes tonight? That's right, you are. Excuse me? Oh, just a second, I'll be right with you. Clutching the bruised crown of my head that just exchanged blows with the cupboard door, I totter embarrassingly back onto my feet and heave myself over the counter. A radiant sight greets me. Thought it'd be her. Oh, hello, fishy wishies? Sorry, I was talking to my cat. Oh, I remember you. Her eyes visibly sparkle and her cheeks pinken. You do? Of course, the lady from the beach, right? I'm so sorry again for bumping into you back there. Oh no, that's quite all right. Somehow she looks kind of sad. Did I say something wrong? Is this Kai? Did she get legs? An awkward silence settles over me. As it stretches on, she starts to comb a finger nervously through the loose curls of her hair. Well, this is a fine way to start the evening, by making my only customer uncomfortable. Applying my kindest, most sincere smile, I gesture towards one of the seats at the counter. I can at least salvage the situation by acting professional now. Where are my manners? You're here to order, right? What can I get you? We have a menu around here somewhere. As I rummage around behind the counter, though her body language is shy, the woman's striking, sandy eyes watch me intently. I can't help but feel a little nervous. Yeah, here it is. I slide the menu across the counter, a lavish high-end tablet listing all our served items, including coffee blends, black and white and green teas, small meals, and desserts. But this tablet, much like the cafe itself, has a mystical secret up its sleeve. A coffee cup-shaped tab on the screen, enchanted to be invisible to non-magic customers, conceal a hidden secret menu. One that displays some of Baba's oldest potions and other recipes designed for more magical patrons. I admit I was surprised earlier to find such a thing myself. A paper menu was all that had existed before. But the tablet looks brand new and screams, impulse purchase! Which unfortunately also happens to be one of Baba's many bad habits. The woman graciously takes the tablet from me, tucking a periwinkle curl behind one of her stylish earrings. She begins scrolling intuitively through the menu. She's so elegant and glamorous, and her eyelashes have this beautiful, dewy quality to them. Like black waves breathing onto the beach at night. Yeah, this has to be her. So strong was that association. I was curiously struck by a sense of familiarity, but then... You have nothing new on the menu, I take it? Sorry, you could say I'm somewhat of a regular here. I know this place and its owner very well. Oh, then I take it you also know my grandmother is out of town right now. I do, but it's no trouble at all. I didn't come here today to see her. She tilts her head shyly. It's a devastating move, but I don't think she's doing it on purpose. Is she enjoying her vacation? Oh yeah, I'm sure she's having a whale of a time. She pulls stunts like this far too often. I'm half convinced she's dragged me back here just to rope me into running this place for a few weeks. The woman shuffles somewhat bashfully in her seat, lowering her eyes to her lap. Well, if it brought you back to Linsdale, then I'm glad she did. Just think of this as a salacious encounter. Did she mean to say serendipitous? With a gentle smile, she clears her throat and taps the screen with her nail. The highlighted drink is the salty kelp latte, a popular sea-based item from the secret menu. This is 100% Kai! This one, if I may. It's my usual order. Sure thing. It'll be a moment. I flash her a knowing smile before stepping over to the kitchen area to prepare her order. As I lay my hands on the glass bottle of kelp leaves, a spark of inspiration hits, and so I prepare the drink normally, prepare the drink with magic. Well, of course I'm going to prepare it with magic. With nobody else here, why be ordinary when I can afford to be a little flamboyant? With a snap of my fingers and a series of illuminated shapes tracing into the air, the ingredients heed my call and begin to dance around me in a flourish. A dash of seawater, a pinch of sugar, and a star of the show, the salty kelp. Achievement, a pinch of magic. Wow, it's so pretty cool, huh? But the magic show's not finished yet. Last to arrive is the steamed milk, unfurling itself from a nearby jug like a porcelain ribbon. It winds its way into the cup, slowly mixing with the other ingredients. As the last drop fills, I bring my palms forward to bless the drink with one final drop of something special. A pinch of magic. And now for the finishing touch. Can you tell me your name? She looks agitated, as if she had particular trouble answering the question. Kiana. Kai. All right, sit tight, Kiana. I reach across the counter for a thin, nozzled bottle filled with caramel, and in small, delicate letters, write her name across the milk foam. And there we have it. Mwah. Bon appetit. As she puts the drink to her lips, the warm steam brings a soft flush to her cheeks. A small, content sigh escapes her as she returns the cup to the saucer. So, my salty kelp latte, does it meet a mermaid's approval? Yes, very much so. It's gumptious. Glad to hear it. And I'm pretty sure you mean scrumptious. Yeah, Kai didn't know how to speak, so she changed her name slightly to Kiana. She's already messing up words with different words that don't mean the same thing, but sound similar. Oh my goodness, this is embarrassing. Human language is still so, hard. Right, I've been studying so much, but I still mess up all the time. Her whole face breaks out into a fierce flush. The quiet elegance I'd seen in her earlier has completely peeled away. Nothing could have prepared me for this. It's like her demeanor has done a complete 180. I thought she was demure, but I guess she's just shy about making mistakes in front of a human. Don't apologize, it's cute. The way you mix up your words, it reminds me of... No! No way! Kai? I knew it. I knew it. All right, and I think that's about where we're going to stop it for today. So we have met a rather rude, abrasive, but someone that I'm sure will be a romantic interest later on, blogger, it seems like. And we've reunited with our mermaid friend Kai, who now is on land, has legs, is getting a better grasp of the language. If you made it this far in the video, go ahead and leave a like. Comment below if you're enjoying the story, if you liked the choices that I made, if what you think would have happened if I made the other choices. Subscribe if you're new to the channel, or if you're not new and just haven't subscribed yet, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!